What's up? Welcome to a new update, and in this update we'll be discussing the bounce of Bitcoin and where we're going with the markets as options have expired and the price action of Bitcoin has shown a significant bounce since 65k. But before we're going to continue, do not forget to subscribe beneath, like this YouTube update. Also do not forget to subscribe to the newsletter, which will be starting on Monday. The first 3 issues are completely free. A very easy first step if you're new in the markets to subscribe to that one to stay up to date and get my exclusive tips. Also, finally, do not forget to check out my Twitter and Instagram. We're approaching 500k followers, and if we hit 500k followers, I'm going to do an insane giveaway period in December. So when we're looking at the price action of Bitcoin and at actually how the bounce has been taking, something has to be taken into account, which is the fact that we have been bouncing and we've had the options expiry. And quite often you see volatility before and after the options expiry relatively close to it, in which the price tends to reverse after the options expiry. And right now the exact same has taken place. We've seen a swift correction of 19% already. We've also seen a bounce back up. But does that mean that we're currently done with the correction? It might. But overall, with those corrections, if we're going to be reversing at all, you usually get another bounce or another test of the support, resulting in another bounce, resulting in the actual reversal. Good thing is that Ethereum against Bitcoin is actually showing strength. So the altcoins are actually doing fine selectively. Not all the altcoins are doing great at this point, but some are actually showing some momentum. But first let's look at Bitcoin itself. We've had this harsh correction of 20% here, as we just briefly touched upon too. And now we are bouncing back up. Can we conclude that the correction is done? I do not believe we can. Right now we're just seeing momentum upwards, in which we're getting a relief rally after the correction. You can also see that in upwards runs you get corrections downwards. In this case we get a correction upwards because we've just been going down heavily. We have to look at the lower time frames to see where the crucial levels are at this point. If you look at the daily, you can also conclude that this entire block here is the crucial level. I'll just get another chart so I can explain it in a better way. When we're looking at the price action based on the daily, we can see the support level here that we're currently approaching. We've also been bouncing in that region. The actual resistance zone is this entire region around 61k. So that is the region that we should be taking account of. I'll just make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. This one has to break. If that breaks, we are back into the previous range and we can start looking at 65k next. So until that period, we are just chopping around. And if you go back in history, you can see what those price actions actually mean. In this case, we've had a drop south, breaks the trend back up, flips the level, loses level, goes to the other way of the range. And then we reject at the previous support. In this case, this block is similar to the price action that we see here. So we are not bullish at this point yet, but we might be concluding that we might become bullish soon, given the fact that we are looking at this crucial area here to break through. And if that happens, that is going to be massive for the market to continue. Overall, if this weekly is going to close somewhere high here, you really want to see some strength from the next week's candle. And then we can actually start concluding that the correction is over. But if we're looking at the price action right now, this is the block that we have to break through. Very simple. We have to crack that resistance zone. If that breaks, then we can start looking at the next resistance zones, which is at 63 all the way towards 64, maybe a little bit higher. This entire region is the next resistance zone. At this point, we can just conclude we're making lower highs, lower lows, in which we retest previous levels. And in this past correction, we did not really get any bounce yet, right? So in this case, we got towards support, bouncing back up, crucial resistance zone. If that flips, we can start continuing upwards. If it rejects, then we most likely are going to get a retest around the lows to get a bullish divergence, which we don't have right now. And if we're going to get such a bullish divergence, that is going to be a sign that the market is going to reverse from here. Very simple, very simple, very simple. Also, usually corrections go in 3 waves, in which it would not be a surprise if we go make another corrective move before we start running back up towards the next bullish cycle of crypto. Ethereum though is showing way more strength than Bitcoin at this stage. So we made this scenario. We also do know that we've had this bounce from a crucial level and we're getting some retests here. And actually the entire correction of a few days ago currently is just gone. We've just had a bullish engulfing candle. We have cracked a resistance zone too, but we are looking for a higher low to take place on Ethereum against USD. So if Bitcoin against USD is going to show weakness and correct, this one will just follow through. Crucial resistance for Ethereum is the level around 4.5k. That one has to break. If we do break through that level, I think we're going to continue towards new all-time highs. But overall, this is showing way more strength. And when you're looking at the weekly time frame, beautiful retest taking place here, which could result in just further continuation of the market. Overall, good market momentum. I think that the video of a few days ago, where I stated that if you want to get into the markets, your chances are now. You are up if you took those chances. Should you be taking profits? Probably not. Just swing trading. Just accumulate when the price corrects. Very simple approach in the markets. We're still in a bull cycle. We're just having a normal, healthy correction. Do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube beneath, and I'll see you again tomorrow.